Our source material today is pretty intense. It's dark, fragmented, and honestly, really bizarre.
Yeah, it is.
We're looking at a confession made 19 years after the fact. It's delivered by this guy in a gray hoodie, and he seems totally obsessed with reshaping this old traumatic memory.
Right.
He's trying to confess, but at the same time, he's trying to look, and this is his word, more honorable.
And that's really our mission here, isn't it?
Right.
We're not just recounting a story. We need to dig into why he's telling it this way.
Exactly.
It's this strange mix, you know?
Yeah.
Human crime, deep guilt, but then this completely out there resolution. Why bring aliens into what seems like a straightforward, albeit grim, human situation?
Okay, let's set the scene first, based on his account. You've got two men dressed in camouflage. They pull up in North Texas in an old blue Ford E150 van, looks like maybe 90s era.
Right.
They leave the van, go through a gated driveway and into this pasture on foot. And they're armed, they've got a gun and a shovel.
So right away, the preparation tells you something grim is planned. There's clear intent there.
Definitely. But what's interesting is how jumpy they are immediately.
Oh yeah, instant paranoia. They're armed, but like every little sound leaves rustling, branches crunching makes them jump.
You can almost feel the guilt weighing on them right from the start.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then there's that moment with the longhorns. They start following the men.
And one asks, why are these bulls following us?
And the other guy's reply is just classic deflection. They don't know nothing, they're just animals. But it just highlights their own fear, doesn't it? That maybe something does know. That they are being watched.
Yeah, it totally does. And this tension, this paranoia, it escalates fast. One of them tries to hop a fence.
Again, catches his hand on the barbed wire. Pretty nasty.
Blood starts dripping, and it lands on this goat skull that's just lying there in the fields.
It's such a specific, weird detail.
And the other guy just loses it. He sees the blood on the skull and starts yelling, "Stupid skull!"
And smashes it against a tree.
Smashes it against a tree, just snaps.
Wow. Okay, the narrator, including that detail, is fascinating.
Is
It's like his displaced violence, right? Lashing out at an object.
But according to the narrator, there's an immediate effect. The birds nearby suddenly go quiet. A strange, unnatural silence falls just before they all fly off.
So he's framing it, isn't he? He's suggesting their human violence, even that outburst, has somehow crossed the line. It's disturbed the natural order, maybe?
Setting the stage, yeah. Preparing us for something not normal.
Exactly. It paves the way for the supernatural excuse later on.
So they keep going, finally reach this sunken area, and they start digging. They're there to exhume a body they buried earlier.
Grim work. The source mentions it's decaying rapidly, so it's terrible.
And as they're uncovering it, specifically an arm, their objective kind of shifts.
Right. It's not just about moving the body anymore. They realize they need something specific from the victim's pocket.
A receipt. They have to get this one particular receipt.
And this receipt is crucial for the human part of the crime. It apparently proved that all three of them, the two diggers and the dead man, were together just 2 days before whatever altercation happened that led to the death.
So they're scrambling, trying to erase the evidence, the paper trail that connects them. Pure damage control.
Desperate. But then, just as they're about to get it,
This is where it goes off the rails. There's a rustling in the woods nearby.
and out steps, well, the narrator describes a hairless, humanoid alien figure.
And the craziest part, it's already holding the receipt.
Yeah, the receipt they were just trying to get. The alien somehow has it.
And the communication is, well, not verbal.
No, the source says the language is unintelligible, but the message comes through telepathically.
Yeah.
Straight into their minds.
The message being,
You killed one of our own. Now we will you.
wow. Okay, so the narrator just completely handed off the motive, didn't he? The victim isn't just some guy they killed anymore.
Exactly. He's suddenly one of theirs. The murder is instantly reframed as like an intergalactic incident. It takes the human element, the guilt, the murder, and outsources it. It becomes cosmic justice, not a grubby human crime they need to cover up.
So what happens next? The men obviously panic.
They try to run. The source says the taller one slips in the mud, gets his face covered in muck.
And lands near another really strange detail, a pile of bloody playing cards.
Bloody playing cards. Where do they come from? Again, the narrator includes these hyper-specific, almost theatrical details.
So the alien approaches the guy on the ground.
And uses mind control, apparently, to paralyze him. No struggle.
And then the weapon. It's not a laser gun or anything.
No. The alien picks up one of those playing cards
On the pile.
from the pile
Right.
and uses the edge of the card to cut the man's skin over and over until he bleeds out.
That's incredibly graphic and weirdly low-tech for an alien.
Right. It adds this layer of almost ritualistic, cruel detail. And then, the source claims, the alien just takes the body off the planet. Gone.
So the accomplice is dead, body vanished, possibly taken into space.
Leaving our narrator, the survivor, who includes all this agonizing detail about his partner's death.
Yeah.
Maybe to make the punishment seem fitting, to justify his own survival.
He just bolts, runs back to the van, gets in, and drives away.
Doesn't look back, doesn't tell anyone for 19 years.
Until this video confession, where, again, his stated goal is to somehow seem more honorable than the guy who just got killed by an alien with a playing card.
So what you end up with is this confession where human guilt, motive, evidence tampering, it's all literally projected onto or maybe cleaned up by an alien intervention.
The real puzzle isn't, did aliens do this? It's why did this narrator need the aliens in his story?
Precisely. What function does this elaborate cosmic explanation serve for him 19 years later as he tries to manage his own culpability?
Okay, so bearing in mind his goal, altering the narrative, making himself look better, here's something final for you to think about. We know the receipt showed they were all together 2 days before the death. But what else might have been on that receipt? What specific incriminating detail beyond just the date and company was so damning that he needed an alien to not just retrieve it, but to apparently take it off-world entirely, wiping it from his story forever?